Let's have a look at some more questions here, how we do that one. So if I do a similar one, and then you can try the one on in black. So I'm just going to do one in blue. Let's say I go x to the power, or let's write a to the power 2 multiplied by a to the power 9 minus 9. The question is write as a in a single index form. So according to rule, it means I have to add them. So if the rule says add them, then I have to add them. 2 plus minus 9. What is plus minus 9? It's just minus 9. A 2 power minus 9. And what is 2 minus 9 is? A 7, minus 7. But the question is asking to write as a positive index. I cannot do that. I cannot just go and I can say, oh, here you go, there's a positive index. No, you can't do that. So what you have to do is, you have to do like this. You have to do, we learned one of the rule. We said if we move it down, we have to change the sign. So a 1 over a to the power 7. That's the positive index now. To try question number 12, A and B. See, if the question is for the indices is like that, for example, how we solve that one. If I go 5 to 8, multiply by the 5 to the power of minus 3, divide by 5 to the power 7. If that was 3 to the power 7, I can't do anything. So in one single step, the way you do is this. You write down 5 to the power of 8 minus 3, because they are plus minus 3 is that one, copy the same, but whatever sign is there, change it, minus 7. So the answer is going to be 5 to the power minus 2, which is same as 1 over 5 to the power 2, which is same as 1 over 25. One question, and then you can try this question 15. Let's go on the next slide, and I do this question. Still on question 12. Okay, let's say we got this question. 3 square times 3 to the minus 4 to the power square. What we need to do first is we need to solve the bracket one. So we need to actually add them, 2 minus 4. When I say add, I'm subtracting. Why? Because this is 2 plus minus 4, which is going to minus 4. So you keep the same because they're in the same line. They're not at the denominator, so we keep them same. And whatever answer you got, 3 minus 4, 2 minus 4 is minus 2. And then that 2 is there as well. And according to that rule, you multiply them now. Now 3 to the power minus 4 is same as 1 over, which is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is 81. 1 over 81. Okay, let's say we got a question. The question is here, a to the power 5 divided by a to the power minus 9, just for the sake of saying, these are the rather 9, because 9 look like an 8. Can I put here 10? Okay. This, it can be written exactly like this, a to the power 5 over a to the power minus 10. Happy that they are same thing. I haven't simplified. I've just written down in fraction, which is same as a to the power 5, and I need to bring this minus 10 up. So I bring minus 10 up. What that will become? Plus 10. So the answer is 15. That's the answer. Now, let's say we got this question, 10 over 2 and m5 n4, and at the denominator you got 2m square n. The way we do this question is we look at the numbers. So let's look at the number. There's number 10 and number 2. So what you do is you just do 10 over 2. You put this dot. The dot means multiply. And what's the other one? Other one is m5 over m square, We need to make sure they both look same. Well, but why 10 and 2 is not same? Because they both are same, they both are numbers at least, yeah? These are both m and m. And the other one is n4 over n. But these are invisible one, which I can't see. If you want to see that one, Specsaver, yeah? Now I can see n1. So now what I need to do, I need to actually sort this thing out. 10 over 2, that is 5. And this one, you know, is 5 minus 2, isn't it? Because you need to take them away. Yeah. And that is n 4 minus 1. I know I put loads of gap, but you don't have to. That becomes a 5. M 5 minus 2 is a 3. And that is also a 3. And that will be the answer. If I put a similar question, I like to try that one. Okay, let's say I want to do this question where the square is on top of everything because there's a bracket. The bracket says you got square on top of everything. So to break it down, up to you if you want to break it down. But if you want to break it down, that will be 7 square dot mean multiply. It's not a decimal. X 3, and obviously that's 2 there. Why I put the bracket here? Because then there is a rule. The rule states like what's the power of the power. This is called the power of the power. What's 7 square? 7 square is 49, so I can put 49 there. And then I got the x, and that's 3 times 2. That multiplies 3 times 2. And 3 times 2 is 6. That's the answer. So your answer is this one. If you can try this one, and then I will do on the board as well, please. So 2m4 and brackets and 3. Okay, here you go. You got 2 to the power. Now this 3, you got 2m4 bracket and 3 is on there. So what you do is you write down 2, bring that thing here. This 3 has to be here, and this 3 has to be here. So then you do m4, and then that 3 going to be here as well. So 2 to the power 3 is 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, so that's the 8. So that will become an 8. M. Now 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12, and that will be your answer. Let's say we got question 50 a cube b squared times by pi divided by 287 b6 times by pi, and we're not allowed to use calculator here. Yeah, so how do we do that? We break it down. The red thing on the top, the cap thing, the square root, ignore that one for a while. Let's break it down. I got 50 over 2, done. A cube over a7, done. B square over b6, done. Pi over pi. So that's a pi over pi. You can cross it out because that's cancel out. 50 over 2 I know is 25. Yeah, that will become a. I can bring that 3 here or 7 up, whichever way I want to do. I can move it up. So 3 minus 7. 3 minus 7. What happened to 3 minus 7? 3 minus 7 becomes a minus 4. So I can write minus 4. And then the b, 2 minus 6. What's 2 minus 6? That's again a minus 4 as well. So I can write it minus 4. And the pi is gone. Now remember that red square root sign. So I need that one back. So I got the square root sign. So I'm going to put square root here. Yeah? Yeah, square root back. Now what does that square root mean? Square root 25. Yeah? Dot. A to the minus 4 square root. Yeah? B to the minus 4 square root. Now, once I got these things, square root 25, a to the minus 4, b to the minus 4, I can further simplify. What? Square root of 25 is 6, 7, 5, 4, 5. Okay, 5. This thing is a minus 4. Now I said square root is actually a half, so I'm gonna put half here. Yeah. This is b minus 4, and we agreed that square root is a half, so I can do that one. Now 5 is here as it is. That will multiply minus 4 times by half, and you know half of 4 is just a 2. So I can write down a to the power minus 2. That 5 is still there. And then b minus 4 times half. Minus 4 times half is again b minus 2. So you can write that as an answer, but if you want as a positive index, this is what will happen. 5 divided by a squared b squared, because you can move it down and it becomes positive. Okay, once you have done that one, the other questions, I will put that one on the YouTube. I like to try the 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, the 4 looks scary, but it's actually not.